Hey everybody, Brett here, and day 248 of my Carnivore Diet journey. And today my numbers are just weird. So my weight is up, my ketones are down, my sugar is up. Weird. So I stayed on plan yesterday. Talked about my food intake, did have cheese, and I've been thinking about it, and I've even mentioned that I wanted to get off of it, but I think I'm going to skip the cheese until I hit my 1 year and hit my goal. Meathead, you had made a comment about that yesterday or day before one of my videos, because one of them failed the upload the other day, so I actually ended up loading two of them last night. But that's what I think I'm going to do. So 229.5, so 2.7 pound increase over yesterday. And yesterday was an increase over the day before, which I knew was going to happen because I went from a fast to eating again. I only ate once, and I only ate, bacon. But I didn't expect to be back at 229.5 today. This is like I said, unexpected. My ketones to 0.8 and my glucose to 105. The glucose may be driven by the cheese, but my carbs were still really low yesterday. My carbs were only at 8 grams for the day, but who knows? Now, today, we are at a food intake that's been a little bit different. It's all on plan, but the fat is too low. So 1,889 calories. That included 3 grams of carbs for 1%, 65 grams of fat for 42%, and 195 grams of protein for 57%. Now, my first meal today was 4 fried eggs cooked in bacon fat. So, good solid lunch. That accounts for 2 of the carbs. Dinner was actually very enjoyable. My wife decided to, I guess my wife just invited and decided to go, and I ended up paying for dinner. But we went to Saltgrass Steakhouse. We were given a gift card from my eldest daughter's fiance for Christmas. So we went to Saltgrass. We got the shrimp cocktail to start, and I ate 10 of the shrimp, or maybe 9 of the shrimp. So I ate 9 of the shrimp, and then I'm going to adjust that number real quick, because I only ate 9. It's not going to change much. Man, 1%. Ate 9 of the shrimp. And then I got the 22-ounce porterhouse with grilled shrimp. So ended up eating 13 shrimp. And then the steak, right? And a 22-ounce porterhouse is not 22 pounds of meat, because we all know there's a big fat bone in the middle of that. So what do we think? 16 ounces? 18 ounces tops? So, excuse me. That was my food intake. A little bit of butter on the steak, and didn't really account for the butter, but a little bit of butter, not a ton. But yeah, so my fat's actually at 43, and my protein's at 56. Once I account for that one shrimp that I counted, but I didn't actually eat. So the fat ratio is not there where I want it to be, but it's all on plan. Still carnivore, just a low-fat day, lower fat day, and then we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. So my glucose this morning at 105. Again, it's got to be highly attributed to the lactose in the sugar, lactose sugar in the cheese. Again, I'm going to just kick it. And then my ketones were 0.8. I was careful to make sure that I measured this at the same time I did yesterday, because yesterday I was at 1.4 and 99. So I wanted to make sure I measured the same time yesterday to keep consistent. That's where I ended up. So tomorrow I'm going to be up early because I've got training class all day tomorrow. So I'm going to be making sure that I measure again at about 7 o'clock in the morning, which is when I measured today and yesterday. See where things are at. Didn't have any cheese today. I had eggs, I had steak, and I had shrimp. So it should be good glucose number and theoretically a good ketone number. Fat's a little low, but it's one day with a real low fat. I haven't had my fat this low in the last 10 days. Fat's always been above this. Once it was down to 56, but other than that, it's been at least in the 60s. So, excuse me. I've got work to do. There's no doubt about that. I am planning for 2 40-hour fasts next week. And getting off the cheese. Tomorrow my plan is to only eat bacon. I had intended to eat bacon for lunch today, and just timing of everything, I didn't have enough time to cook it, so I just made 4 fried eggs. Right now my plan for tomorrow is bacon, and then if I need to eat again, I'm going to eat eggs. So that'll be my food tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm going to target for eggs and ground beef. That's the Sunday target. So that's where it's at. Still plugging away, doing good. And I told my wife, I said I haven't strayed even a little bit in the last 23 days. And I feel really good about that. So we'll just keep going and we'll get to our goals. So that's what I had for you today. Talk with you tomorrow.